record. So please mute all of you. Okay, and I'm sharing my screen. Okay, so okay, so first of all, we have to understand why we required automation testing. Okay, any idea why we required automation testing? What is the problem? Why we need? Why the software industry is looking for automation testing? And what is automation? Do you have any idea? Okay, so first we are going to learn automation. Okay, automation testing. Actually, in software industry, we require the testing, right? If you don't have a testing stuff in your software, then how to release your application? How to release your application, right? We cannot, without testing we cannot release our application in the production, right? So testing is must required. Just I can give you the simple example. If you are develop anything or if you are preparing anything, then you have to test, not only for software, any others things also, right? Without testing how to use this, how the customer will use, right? So basically we do the manual testing and automation testing. Manual must be required, right, when you having the new project or new application or new build, completely new build. Then once again, okay, no, okay, understood, right? So we should what we were just, yeah, so if you are developing anything, right, so testing must be required. And in the real time we have uh, and where we can install your software, right? So in the real time we having the dev environment, we have a test, and we having the production, right? So what happened here, developer is doing the development, right, in the dev machine. Okay, this is your dev, and this is your test, and this is your production, right? So developer is doing the your testing, right, sorry, development task, right? So this is your build one, right? So this is your fresh build, then you can do the smoke testing, right? Then what happen when the testing will come, like this is the, I can give you the example of, like you can go here, Amazon. Okay. So this is the application you have to test, understood, right? So this is the application you have to test. How to test this application, right? So if the Amazon people, you can see how we are using, and this is how user friendly it is, like, so we are just only using this. Might be you are you want to purchase some product and this application is not working properly. I have just given a wrong URI, not working properly, right? So will you go for that? No, you can move in the different site like Flipkart and Amazon. So what happened, the Amazon will lose the business, right? So you can see this Amazon application up and running 24 hours, and we can also see the performance of this application, how it is. But Amazon is already developed, then why the Amazon people is required, software engineer? They have already developed, right? And it is running. And why they have required? Because you can see every day something is going to change here, right? Might be they are adding this or something, they are adding some new things and all, right? So who is doing that? A developer. Might be before this sign in securely is not there, and just developer had developed, and they will deploy this application in production environment. Then what will happen? Might be this application is not working, means this features is not working properly. Then again the Amazon will lose the business, right? So after development, testing is required. Then automation or test engineer will test it. Okay, this feature is added by the developer, it is working fine or not. Okay, so test engineer will test it, it is working fine or not. Understood, right? This is the big application. Okay, so might be this you have added this feature, so developer is added these features, might be others feature is impacted for that. So we need to test complete this application, and we have a only 2 week. How to do that? Manually it is not possible, right? So whatever the features we have added and whatever the old features we have, we need to test completely, right? And we having the very less time. Can we wait for 1 month again to release this features, or 2 months? Because we have to test, it will take more time, right? But we don't have a much time, right? So that's why, automation will start from here. We will write some automation code, and we will execute our code. And what the code will do, it will test my new features and old features, in a very short period of the time, and we will get the proper report over there, right? So that is called regression testing. Regression testing means current features, and we having the old features and we having the current features. So we are testing completely from end to end here, right? Because our application will work, you know smoothly. The customer can use, like, we don't want any defect means, something is wrong in your project, in your application, right? So that's why we required automation testing. Again, when I will come in the automation, then you have to ask the question. Automation means we have to do programming, because your code, your manual task might be, this is my manual task. My manager will tell me, hey, this is your one task. So recently this is added, the this sign in securely. Can you test with this new features and old features? Might be in Amazon, this, we having the 1000 test cases, 1000 test, sorry, 1000 test cases, or I will tell 10,000 test cases, and the developer have added new features. And here again I have added 10 test cases, right? So is it possible to, execute this all the test cases 2 week or 3 week? No, no, I will consider only 2 week. No. Can we do? We cannot do that, right? We cannot do that. So how to do that? So we can automate our all the validation. So when I will tell you the automation, then we having the programming, right? So we, so what happened for web application? For web application, one organization is there, that is called Selenium organization. Okay, so Selenium will automate our web validation. Okay, so this is the guys, Selenium guys has developed many things to, you know uh, library to automate this all the validation. Okay, so when you will go for, I'm going for downloads, you can see in the downloads we having the many language. Okay, you can see. So you have to, when we if you will tell the automation in software, means we have a programming language. So we have a programming language, so it will support Selenium, support C sharp, Selenium support Ruby, Java, Python, JavaScript. Again you have to decide which one we have to go. Okay. Okay, so first of all, what you have to learn, you have to learn one language, programming language. Okay, so in my session we will learn Java. Okay, why we will learn Java? Because mostly company, more than 80% company, they are looking for Java skill. Okay, if you know this Java skill, this programming language is very easy for you. Even you can learn yourself also. Okay, Java is object oriented programming language. All the language are object oriented programming language. Okay, but if you know this Java, might be in the future they have hired to you as a Java, and they can ask you, can you work with Python with Selenium? They will give you the time to learn. And I am, as per my experience, if you know this language, within 1 month you can learn this language, any language within 1 month. Okay, if you know this Java skill. Okay, so first of all we have to learn Java, because without Java you cannot write the code. Okay, because if I will show you the this API documentation, so these are the library, Selenium library. The Selenium guys has already given all the things to use this. If you are very new in the programming language or Java skill, then you will not understand what actually it is. Okay, so today I will start your Java. Okay, if you know the Java only, then only you can do the Selenium. Okay, so how to start your Java programming, right? So first of all, you have to, in your system, right? In your system, you can go in the C drive, and you can see we having the program folders. You be having the one folder called Java folder. Okay. In Java, we have a JDK and JRE. So first of all, you have to download the JDK. Then you have to download some editor. So I am using here Edit Plus editor. So configuration part I will tell you tomorrow. Okay. How to configure the Java in your system, I will tell you tomorrow. Okay, today just I will give you some overview of how to start Java coding, how to start Java programming. Okay, today I will give you some overview. So this is one editor is there. Okay, you can use many editor is there, but for practice purpose use Edit Plus. Okay, so I'm going to start. So first of all you have to start. Let me okay, so here be having the some pick is there. So here today I will going to I'm going to discuss how to start your Java programming. When you start your Java programming, how to compile the code, how to execute the code. Okay, so first of all, if you are writing the code in Java programming, in Java language, then what you have to do, just I'm going to save Genius Tech Hub. Okay, I will tell you what it is. Okay, so first you can see what is the extension here. You can see all the file we having the extension is .java. Okay, so first what you have to do, if you will start your programming language or any programming language, first of all you have to create a one directory where your code is saving, right? This file you're going to save over there. Okay, so I will tell you. First you have to create a one directory, right? You know how to create a folder. Directory means folder. Right click, this is the folder. Okay, like that. Java practice. Okay, so this is called simple word, this is called folder, or we can tell the directory where all the file we will save. Okay, so I'm saving in the different place, just I'm going to tell you. Okay, so now I'm going to remove this all the things. I'm going to remove all the things. Okay, and here you can see be having the one keyword that is called class keyword. Okay, so Java have defined around 53 keyword, and we are using around 48 keyword. Okay, so one keyword is there, that is one keyword, class keyword. Okay, now the first job is when you will start how to create a Java file. You can see here if I will create this, by default this code will come. Okay, now we have to understand actually what it is. So I'm removing this one also. Now this is your class keyword, and this is I'm writing here. You have to define, right? You have to define your file because you're having the multiple file. So I'm going to write the file name is Engineers Tech Hub. So here, what is this? Here, this is your any physical things, or physical means object is there. Okay, when you are writing anything like Engineers Tech Hub, so everything is an object, right? In the world, everything is an object. So this is the our object. So I will tell you what actually I want to do. I want to start my business. Okay, so I want to start my business. So what I can do, I will go for the software company, and this is my, I'm new in the software field and I want to start my business. Okay, so what I will discuss here, this is our, so they will ask you, right, what is your website name? My website name is Engineers Tech Hub. Okay, and they will ask what the features are you looking for. Okay, so I'm looking for one online live session. Okay, I am looking for offline session. Okay, I want to start my institute. Okay, I am looking for some features are there. Okay, so I am looking for here e-learning. E-learning means here self-learning video. Okay, so anyone can buy my course, right? That is recording session, right? So this is the another features I want. I want one more features only. This is the, like, just I'm just giving some example to understand this. So here e-learning, then I am looking for here one a special session like interview preparation and project. Interview and project. Okay, so these are the things. So what I am looking for, I don't want to, I just want the people directly connect with me on my demo session. I don't want anything manual in between. So what happened, the users will come in my website. Okay, so one registration form is there. So registration form only I need mobile number, which course are you looking for, that's it. I want to give the users. Then what happened, this users is looking for online live session. Okay, so once it will register, he will get 5 recording video. Okay, for demo, he will go for the 5 recording video. If he like this session, then he has to pay the fee. Okay, remaining fee, and directly he will get the link from the live demo session. Okay, so in the middle I have to not connect with the users, will connect with me directly. And right, so live session and offline session is also like we having the some video, and if they like this video they will connect with them. Then after that they will get the all the information, my address of institute, where the classes will start. So these are things I want to automate. Okay, right. So this engineers take up is what, this engineers take up is real world object, right? How to convert into the programming world. So you can see we having the many business. So here engineers, where is this? Okay, you can see this, in the real world object. So real world object we having the net banking, e-commerce, redverse, irctc, make my trip, right? So programming world. So this thing we have automated. How to automate this real world object, we have converted into the programming world, means we have already automated, right? You are using net banking, e-commerce application, right? Redverse, IRCTC, Make My Trip, right? So all the business are automated. How to represent this real world object into the programming world? This by using this class keyword. Okay, so when we write this class keyword, so Java will understand this real world object you can execute in the programming world. Okay, so whatever the logic you will write here, it will execute over there, right? So here, I think you guys understand what is the use of class keyword. Class keyword will represent this real world object into the programming world, and this real world object is anything, not only for engineers tech hub. I have given the example, right? So it is anything real world object. How to represent? So in the technical word, we can tell this is the class keyword and this is your class name. Okay, in the technical, in Java language, we can tell this is your class keyword and this is your class name. So class name always start with capital. Okay, you can see second word. If you, I'm going to start engineers, again we having the tech and we having the hub, right? So second word will start from capital. So this is the coding standard we follow in the real time. Okay, now we can see we having the two brackets here, right? This brackets, curly bracket, open and close. So this field is called class field. Okay, now this field is called class field. Again you have to ask the question what I can write here. Okay, so we having the many things when you will develop your code. So we having the many things inside this. So in this class block, what we can write? Okay, so one very famous things are there: system dot out dot println. Okay, and this is high. So what happened? The first steps I have developed only here. Okay, my program dot Java. Okay, now any Java application, how to do that? By you have to compile. You have to compile the code, then you have to execute the code. Again, when you will install JDK software, inside this JDK software, we have an inbuilt software that is called JRE, compiler and JVM. Okay, so these are the inbuilt software. Once you will install JDK, Java Development Kit. Okay, I will tell you how to do that tomorrow session. Okay, how to install JDK in your system. Okay, so if JDK will not there, then this software will not there, means you cannot work on your Java. Okay, so now you have to install the JDK. So when the JDK will install, inside this JDK we having the some inbuilt software called compiler, JVM and JRE. Okay, so what is the use of compiler, what is the use of JVM, JRE, we will discuss. So once you will once you will write the code, then you have to compile the code. Then again you have to ask why we required the compilation. Okay, why we do why we do compilation, right? So what happened in my system? Actually, I did not save it. I'm going to save, and you have to save your file name, whatever you having the class name. Okay, just copy and I'm going to save this file. Okay, understood, right? So now I have saved this file. You can see the extension is here. The extension it will take by default. Okay, how I can tell when you are saving this, you can see we having the many extension, right? So but I have to write our code on the Java. Okay, dot Java extension. Okay, so now this file is your Java file. Okay, so when you are writing this system dot out dot println, right, you can see hi. Sorry, this is our. Now you have to compile the code, right? How to compile the code? You have to press Control 1. If I will press Control 1, then it will compile the code. Then you have to execute the code. Okay, that thing we have to learn. So anyone know what is the system dot out dot println?
Output.
Sorry.
It prints the output.
It print the output.
Whatever your
Hmm.
system dot, yeah, whatever
Okay.
you have written in the system dot out dot println, it will just display out. That's it.
Okay. So one more thing, if I will compile this code, will it work or not? We will get compile time error or we will get the output high.
No, compiled error. Hope so.
Okay. It will not work.
No, it don't.
Why?
Because Java requires some restriction.
Sorry, or your voice is breaking. Okay. So this is the class block. Okay. And first of all, we have to understand what is system and what is out and what is println. Okay. So Java is already developed one code. Okay. So I'll show you what is the system out println. Okay. So Java has already developed. So when you will install your Java, this is the Java library. Okay. Java has already developed many classes, method and all. So this is your Java library. When you will go for lang package, so here we can have a system class. Okay. So I told you, right, we having the user defined or we having the built-in. Okay, built-in means already Java has developed this. Okay, so Java developed already one system class. Okay, this is your system class. So this is the just we are using here, right? System dot out dot println. But you know how Java has developed this system dot out dot println, then only we are able to use this. This is the inbuilt statement. So what is the system? Is a class, out is your variable, and println is your method. Okay. So these are the Java things, like what is the variable, what is the method. I will teach you in the coming session. Okay. So system is your inbuilt class. If you will go inside this system, you can see we having the out. Out is your variable. Okay, out is your variable, and you can see we having the println is your method. If you are very new in the Java, you are learning first time, so might be you will not understand 100%, but yeah, if you will follow my session, if you having the patience day by day, you will get many things. Okay. So what is the system dot out dot println? It is a print statement. What is the system? System is a class, out is your variable, and println is your method. Again, one more word is there. This method is overloaded method. What do you meaning of overloaded method? You can see method name is same, but you know here you have to print anything, right? Any value. Today I'm printing the string value. Might be someone is going to print the object long type or integer type or float type or double type, right? So you can see method name is same. Okay, and we can pass the different type of parameter here. Okay, this concept is called overloading, and many interviewer will ask what is the overloading. Can you give me a one example of overloading? So you can tell them, yeah, print ln method is overloading. Overloading concept of this is the example of overloading. We having the same method name print ln, print ln, print ln, but we having the different type of the parameter. So what is the conclusion for this? System is dot, system is a class, out is your variable, and println is your method. Here we can print any types of the value because println is your overloaded method. Okay, println is your overloaded method. If you will compile this code, you can see we are getting some error. We will get some error. We cannot write logic development as a class block because this is the logic. I have shown you the development of this system.out.println. So first conclusion is we cannot write logic, you know, in your class block. So this logic we cannot write. Okay. Here we will get compile time error. So what is the, when you will press control 1, it will compile our code. The job of compiler will check the concept of the Java, what Java will accept. If you have some syntax error, if you have some syntax error here, then you can see now I'm getting some error, line number 5. You can see illegal start type of the error. Okay, sorry, line number 6 also expected identifier, because this is not applicable for Java. This concept is not applicable for Java, right? If your code will not compile, then you will not get the output. Okay, so what is the job of compiler? It will check the syntax. If everything will work fine, if everything will work fine, then, sorry, if everything will work fine, then compiler will create dot class file. Okay, so what is the dot class file? Because we have a JVM in Java virtual machine. So what you are writing, what we are writing, JVM will not understand this code. Okay, so when you will compile this code, so what happened? Let me show you what happened. The compiler will do here. Compiler will create one dot class file. Okay, my code is not yet compiled. This is the dot class file. JVM only understand this language. JVM will not understand what we are writing. JVM only understand byte code. This is your machine code or byte code. Okay, so compiler, before, first your programming, development, you develop the code, you have to compile the code, then you will execute, then you will get only output. Okay, so here what is the use of compiler? Compiler will check the syntax of the code, it is working fine or everything is fine, then that is fine, then you have to fix your compile time error. Okay, then after compilation will complete, if you will compile the code, then the compiler will, what the compiler will do, it will create a dot class file. Dot class file is nothing but this is the byte code. Byte code is what? Machine code. What is the use of this dot class file? Dot class file only interact with Java virtual machine, then only will we get the output. Okay, so this is how we can start. Still this code is not able to execute that, right? We are not able to execute this code. How to execute, how to get the output? Okay, you can see now, if I will, you can see we have a one some more code here. Just I'm going to copy and paste here. Okay, so here again one concept is there, that is called method concept. Okay, what is method? So method, actually what happened, we having the some repeated task. Okay, we have a some repeated task, right? Again you have to write the same thing, like we have a 20 line of the code, and this 20 line of the code to use this logic for our all the 1000 test cases. Can we write the again in one test cases 20 line of the code again and again and again, right? No. So what happened, what we can do, that all the logic we will keep inside this method. Okay, and simply we will call this method and we will use our that logic. Okay, that is the one thing. Okay, so logic we cannot write directly as a class block. Okay, so what happened, the big problem is here, when the JVM developer, someone has developed this, right? So when the JVM developer, so we are the user. Okay, we are the user and you are writing the code or you are the developer, and this is your JVM software. Okay, this is your JVM software. So JVM developer, JVM in Java virtual machine. Okay, so what happened, I have written this code here, right? We have written this code, we are the users, but my code is not working because I'm not interacting with JVM. You have to interact with JVM. If you will not interact with JVM, then your code will not work. Okay, you will get runtime error. Okay, then what happened? This JVM developer, what you are writing, JVM doesn't know, right? JVM doesn't know what you are writing. Okay, might be having the different requirements simply, but how to interact with? So what happened? This guy, JVM guy, had developed one common method that is called main method. I will explain you. Be having the separate session for method. Why we require the method? I already given some idea, right? We cannot write the logic as a class block. If you having the some repeated task we can that logic we can write inside this method. So we can use that logic anywhere in your project. Okay. So what happened? This guy, JVM guy, has developed some inbuilt method like system that is called main method, and this logic is developed inside this JVM. What happened? Any users will execute my code, then this method automatically will call. They have written this method, sorry, logic. Any users will execute this call, then JVM doesn't know what you are writing here. It will only check. It will only check main method is there or not. If it is not there, your code will not work. Okay. So just I have given the introduction today how to start, but still not yet completed. Okay guys, so your session will be like 45 to 30 minutes daily. Okay, I'm going to stop your session. Okay, I'll continue tomorrow. If you're having any doubt, you can reach out to me and you can ping me on your group. Okay, I will reply back to you. Okay, see you tomorrow in the same time.